Hey guys, Kev here, and I want to do 4 rapid reviews for you. These are some knives that I've gotten in recently, more on the budget end of things, and I thought it'd be cool to put them together. One quick honorable sort of mention is the Kaiser gavel. I did a video on this, taking it apart and doing sort of an overview, but mostly it was talking about the disassembly. So I just wanted to show you guys the finished product here. It has been Loctited with the super glue, and the skips have broken in, and yeah, it's a really, really sick knife. I really enjoy carrying this. I have no blade play. It drops to my nail. I had to will it there a little bit, but it definitely drops to my nail. Shakes down really well. The flipper works excellent. The reverse flick works fantastic. You just flick it like that, much like a burger knife. Yeah, just really well done. The finger choil, not the finger choil, the flat there is really comfortable. It's just a fantastic knife, guys. Like I said in that video, I would love to see a nested version of this in the liner lock with some carbon fiber or titanium and carbon fiber, just to slim it and maybe contour it a little bit. And then this thing would be literally perfect. Even with the skips, there's a little bit of Kaiser rattle going on, but it's pretty much perfect. I love this knife. I got it dead centered with those skips in there. 5mm 3/64 ball. And Mark Perez over at New Breed EDC absolutely crushed this design. I hope it does well. And I think they should sell this clip separately because it is a fantastic clip. So that's the gavel. So now getting into the rapid reviews, which maybe it's just 5 rapid reviews, basically. This is the Vasti Chipmunk. I don't know when this is coming out. I don't have many details on it. This was gifted to me by Vasti for Christmas. It's got a little ornament on it right there. It's in JG10 and a machine satin. The blade steel on this is 14C28N. You're going to see a lot of that in 154 cm in this video. I'm pretty sure the gavel was 154. Pretty positive on that. I don't even look half the time on these Kaiser, sorry. Their steel is always good to go in my book. But yeah, very cool. It's reminiscent to me of the Micro Shrike from Urban EDC, which is based off a custom from somebody I can't remember the name of. And that's not a bad thing. This is a really good looking knife. I love that blade shape. That little bit of poon at the end there is cool. The clip is, why? Why is this screw here? Just back that up. Use this screw as that and you're done. Like, why are we putting extra screws in that? I don't know. It's just weird. I like that it has a reversible clip, but I don't know. It's just odd placement to me. The liner lock works pretty well. This one does have significant detent lash, which bugs the crap out of me. I can't stand detent lash. Basically my least favorite thing. That and bad centering and bad detent. All right, I got a lot of least favorite things. But anyway, it was a gift from them, so not a big deal. I'm probably just going to give it away anyway. But I do wish it didn't have that. But the action's good. I got to say, the most surprising thing on this is the flipper tab. It is absolutely wild to me that that little thing works as well as it does. As you could tell, there is 0 jimping on it, but yet it just works. It fires so well. You can either grab it right on top and just use the not jimping and rip it back, or you can come around on it and grab it like that. You can't really push button it, but I mean, you almost can. It is wild how good that little tab is. I mean, I really like it. The front flipper, on the other hand, is not my favorite at all. It looks like they tried to do something similar, honestly, to what we did on the Lush. I'm not saying they tried to copy it. I'm saying it was just a similar idea. But the difference is we brought this flipper straight up and out. So you get leverage in front to pop around, right? So you're up in front of the frame, and then you can pop it back like that. And then when you're on top, you can do like a Bic lighter, and then you can reach around up here, right? Yeah, see, it would have been cool if we stuck that little tab up there, right? But on this one, you can see it actually goes back. So it doesn't come to the front of the frame, it goes back. So you end up in this weird sort of rolly position. You can't.
Christina, here is your reminder.
Alexa, cancel. Sorry, it's New Year's Day, and technically it's Monday. Well, it is Monday, and I have a reminder to pick up my daughter on weekdays. Sorry. Anyway, so yeah, it's just a little bit weird. I don't love it, but it does work. I mean, you can get used to it. You got to just stay up on top of it and then drag all the way around. And then you do have the upper portion here, but you can't really do anything with it. Haven't found a way to really do anything. I think it's just there to help you drag when you do the front. So it has this flipper tab that I love. Don't like that one. The studs work really well. They're in a good position so you can reverse flick and thumb flick them really well. Ergonomically, it's pretty good. You got a flat up there and a finger groove there, and it locks you into place. I guess I should... Do I need to whack all these? Do I need to whack them? Feels good to me. And, yeah, just a cool little guy. I mean, it's a small knife. So here's that gavel again. Also a smaller knife. We'll compare it to... Here's a Concept Fenrir. It's going to be quite a bit bigger. And then I'll grab the Trevor Burger Urban. I don't know how great of a comparison that is, but it's a smaller size knife. And even that is bigger. This guy's really small. This one is about the same size, I would say. Yeah, so you're probably looking at, 2.8 inches, something like that on the gavel. And this guy's probably closer to 2.25. So that's that. The next one here is going to be another Kaiser. This is the, what the hell is this called? The Crypted. Sorry, I wasn't sure if it was the Task or the Crypted. This is the Task. I love this, by the way. But this is awesome, too. This one is a designer knife, and I tried looking up the info on the designer, and unfortunately Kaiser had mixed it up with Jacob Lundquist, sorry. And if you haven't checked out my video talking about Jacob, you should check it out. I did a maker spotlight on him. Let me see if it has the info on this guy, because I was really curious. Let's see here. The Crypted is designed by Christian Kniat, or Kniat. I'm not sure how you say that. I apologize in advance for butchering that. But he said he's been collecting knives for a number of years and have a background in engineering. In this design, I focused on handle ergonomics and a utilitarian blade while keeping a unique style. First, ergonomics, money. I mean, you really lock into place. This choil up here is great, and then it's all jimped in here. I mean, it's just really, really well done. I'm fully locked in. And it definitely has a utilitarian blade shape. Love a sheeped foot / that's a Warney. And then it's definitely unique as well. I like flowing lines and try to keep my designs aerodynamic and comfortable. I hope that I will be able to make more designs with similar styles with Kaiser. So very cool. To me, this has a very Kaiser original look, which is their, button lock design. Kind of looks like a MBK Sea Otter. And it kind of has that look a little bit with the square here, the button, and this portion. But then it gets completely different here, and obviously the blade shape. And I really like it. I mean, they did a great job. The spring on it is really good. It fires with that spring. I'd like to see them do stronger springs across the board on button locks and on the clutch lock, but it works really well, and it is super comfortable in the hand. It does not fail, and as I've said in previous videos, you really should just give a button lock one strong whack, and if it doesn't fail, then you're good. If you're going to keep whacking it, that's what she said, it might fail, but that's because you're adding vibration, which can cause the button or the spring to kind of plunge in, which is not fair, because in real use, you're just going to accidentally whack it once. All right, there's way too much "that's what she said" there. Let's just add a "that's what she said" to that whole section, all right? Yeah, I like it. The black micarta is really well done. The reversible clip's cool. Filler tab would have been nice. T6s, of course, I think those are T8s, actually. T6 on the clip screws there. I wish they would switch those over, but all in all, absolutely fantastic I mean, just so comfortable. Such a good cutter. You know, I opened a few packages with it. Nothing crazy. This one's in 154 cm. So that's the Crypted. I would like to see them go to more nested look overall. I mean, they do a lot of these proud liners. I don't love that, but it does help keep the price point down. These are all available now, by the way, so you can check it out. Links down below to Kaiser, to Vasti, to, I think those are the only two companies here. Yep. The next one is another Vasti, and this is my favorite out of the bunch. This is one of my favorite knives I've reviewed in a long time, especially under $100. And I am almost shocked that I love this knife so much. This is almost the opposite of knives I love, but it just is so well done. This is an RS Knife Works design, Vasti Griffin. Now, it is a larger style knife. Like I said, it's a little different than what I normally like. You're looking at over 3.5 inches on this. Well, probably right at. Let's grab the Jetstream. 3.5 inches. Yeah, you're right about 3.5, maybe just under. So, pretty good sized knife, honestly. I'm not usually into the larger knives, but it just is so good. The flipper tab works excellent. The front flipper tab works excellent for a reach around or just coming up on it and giving it the front flip. The thumb hole works really well for a thumb flick or a slow roll, and you can, of course, reverse flick it like a beast. You have this really cool hawkbill dual grind looking thing, thicker back here and then a little thinner up at the front. Just, man, really, really well done. The ergos are good. It's comfortable back here, comfortable up here. Just be careful because the edge is right there. You tend to want to grab up here. Yeah, it's just wildly different, and I love it. Can't explain it exactly why I love it as much as I do. Again, when I first saw it, I was like, oh my goodness, this is too wild. But once I got it in hand, I was like, oh shit, you know. So I'm definitely going to pass this around and see if other people get that same effect, because I think this knife is going to be polarizing, of course, just aesthetically, right? So that is the Griffin. Really, really like this. It's like 73 bucks. It's in, I think, 14C. Yep, 14C and G10. And the last one is the Task. Probably my favorite out of the bunch. If we're counting the gavel, it's pretty close between those two. But I do really like the sheep's foot Wharncliffe blade on this. I love that sort. Ow, Jesus, Kev. I love that sort of slot slash thumb stud move on this one. I like how it was implemented here, even though you don't really use the hole. I like that it's there aesthetically, and I think it looks pretty cool. But you basically use the studs. You have the clutch lock on here. It's set to the highest setting already, but it doesn't have their strong springs, I believe. So I'm going to try to get a hold of some of their strong springs and put that in here and see how that does. I think it'll be perfect, but it's basically perfect as is. I mean, it's strong enough that it pops, and it's not too strong that it's kind of a pain in the butt to close. So I'd say it's probably perfect. I just have this thing where I want everything to be stronger, so I might do that. But it's very comfortable ergonomically. You got a nice little groove right here, and then it straightens out, but it just feels solid in the hand. You have a small choil, but it does work as a choil. I wish there was some jimping up here, but it does work as is. Nice warny, and it's long. Actually, I guess it has some belly, so maybe it's a sheep's foot. Very usable blade. Very, very usable blade. Again, we're talking about these proud liners. I don't love that, but, you know, with the clutch lock, maybe that's necessary to make sure you can get in there and adjust whatever you need to. I am always surprised at how they get these dead centered every time with the clutch lock. I mean, I take it apart and I check the springs and I put it all back together, and boom, it just centers right back up. Now, I guess I'm not taking it all the way apart, but you get my point. You don't need to. That's what's cool about it. Bearings are really well done. I mean, it just drops down like that. There's no play. Any up and down? No up and down. Not failing. Do we check the last one? I'll check this one. No issue. Just, yeah, the task here is fantastic. I want to see if I can get some info on the designer of this one. I think I might have went over that with the unboxing. I think we did, but here it is, Nick Consoli. The influence of the knife, task meant to be a versatile utility blade with the blade shape being ideal for tasks, get it? Such as drafting, cutting materials, and whatever else your day may require. The blade is inspired by a Japanese Kiritsuki blade, probably butchered that, designed for precise cuts. The ambidextrous lock lends itself to projects where you might switch hands or use your dominant hand to hold the material, as well as offering the left-handed community a satisfying EDC blade. Well, thank you, sir. Appreciate that. So, yeah, I really dig it. I think the grind is really good as well. It's thin and it's sharp. It's sharp. So, yeah, that is the task. And, man, it's a really, really good one. They killed it this month at Kaiser and Vasti, man. They really did a good job. So, you have the task, the gavel, the Griffin, and the Chipmunk. These two are from Vasti. And then you have the Crypted as well from Kaiser. So let me know which one of these 5 is your favorite knife. And I'd love to hear it because I am struggling over here to pick one if I had to. You know, the Griffin might be my favorite out of the bunch. Honestly, the gavel's right behind that with the task. This is last, and the Crypted is fantastic. It's just these other 3 are bangers. Like, it's crazy. A lot of good stuff, and these are all, I think maybe they're all under $100, if not extremely close. So pretty cool stuff. Links down below. Let me know what you think. I love you guys. 5 rapid reviews in less than 20 minutes. Give me a thumbs up. Give me a thumbs up. Subscribe to this shit. Love you. Long time. Have a great day, and I'll catch you later. Peace.